with Dojo Coders, and today I'm going to be going over different ways to set variables in single versus double quotation marks when echoing and setting variables. So you can also set a variable besides as a string, you can set it as a number. So we'll create this variable called number, and we'll set it equal to 2. So this is just like a text variable, but you'll see we haven't put single or double quotes around it, and it is saved as a number, not a text string. So we'll also try set a variable called string, and we will say the number of the day is, and then we'll have that. So this is a text variable or a string, and this is a integer or a number. So we'll echo out the number of the day is whatever this number variable is. So we can set string in this variable, but there's some interesting things about echoing in PHP where single versus double quotations come into play. Single quotations in PHP will echo out exactly what is in here, regardless of what it says. So we'll say the number of the day is variable number. Then we'll echo out string here. We'll see what it says. You'll see the number of the day is $number, because it is single quotation, so it's putting what it exactly is in here. It's echoing that. So if we change these two to double quotations, you'll see that if we come back and refresh the page, the number of the day is 2. Because it's using double quotations, it takes a non-literal stance when interpreting this line, and you'll see that it's actually brought in the variable number over here. Now within PHP, you can do some interesting things with numbers. You can, we'll say number 2, we'll do 5. So we could set the number variable again equal to number plus number 2. And then you'll see if we do this, it'll be 7. And that's another thing. You can reset a variable multiple times in a PHP document. It will just be overwritten. So if we wanted to echo out number up here, it would say 2. But if we also echo it out down below, it'll say 7. So there's the 7 that came up. So you'll see that because it has been echoed after it's been set again, reset right here as a different value, it's going to echo out the different value here. So you can set a variable multiple times with different values, but it'll overwrite the previous values. But you can do various math operators. You can do multiply, divide, add, subtract. There's even ways to do square root. Any math operator you can think of, you can do within PHP. And that's another thing I wanted to cover is the PHP manual. Oops. php.net/manual. This is probably the #1 tool I can think of for learning PHP, because you can search for anything. Search for math. Maybe we'll bring up the math operators. Yeah. So here's the math functions in PHP. And all these are math functions that you can use within PHP. So here, where's this one? Round. This one, rounds. So you'll see if you scroll down, it'll have a definition or example code of how it works. So if we put round around this, you'll see currently that this code is going to do 0.4. We'll change these numbers actually. So change it to 36. So 7.2. If we put round around here, put round around this math operator, you'll see it's rounded to 7. So just from here, you can find pretty much, I mean, it doesn't just have math operators on here, it has every single operator within PHP. But you can see all these different things that you could use as a math operation. There's square root, lowest value. So that's another thing. I've taught myself PHP just by messing around reading online. And probably the number one way I have learned is by getting code from php.net and just trying it out in a text editor or on my local machine. So that's it for this video. In the next video, we'll get even more in detail. I'm not positive what we're going to do yet, but stick around, subscribe, and it'll be up soon. Thanks for watching.